Hey, welcome back to the Danger Zone. It's Ashley. Everything in this video can be found on a public domain. The full disclaimer's down below. I wish you lots of love and many blessings. So if you haven't had your COVID test yet, just know it's quite miserable. I've watched it go down twice. My husband had it done right before his surgery, back to back. And the nurse gave him that test, like I said, back to back 2 times. She admitted to us that they really didn't train him, didn't show him exactly what to do at that particular medical facility. Talk about nerve-wracking. This test looked nothing like this illustration. She pierced his brain. I know she did. He ain't been right since. You know I'm joking about that. As if this wasn't invasive enough of a test. Just wait. China started something new, and I know it's going to make its way here to the States. Why wouldn't it? Especially these days. They're no longer doing the nasal swabs. It's all about anal swabs now. They're using the excuse that nasal swabs gave back too many false positives. What about the false negatives? I've not heard much about those. You guys, they're claiming that the anal swabs are proven 90% effective when it comes to solid results. How do they know? They've had so many false positives. What are they really basing it on? It's all really kind of warped and confusing. And speaking of warped and confused, their very first trial run was done on children. The very first anal swab patient to receive the test was a 9-year-old Chinese boy. Like, this stuff hasn't been traumatizing enough. Let's go ahead and prod these kids with a big long Q-tip up their rectum. It's pissing me off. Okay, so here's what was shared with me from a medical professional that I love dearly, and I would never jeopardize their safety. They shared with me that they and their coworkers are quite concerned regarding the hygienic issue surrounding the anal swabs, because China is allowing people to pick up anal swab kits to do this themselves and return it for testing. I guess there's just not enough manpower, women power, to give all these anal swab tests. Let's face it, just because I'm a germaphobe doesn't mean the next person is. And it's like they said, the entire process is going to be contaminated. The bag has to be touched, the swab has to be touched, and it's going to be mailed. It's going to absolutely cross-contaminate all sorts of things, and this is going to spiral huge. Talk about a pandemic. We ain't seen nothing yet. And they're saying these take-home kits are brand new. They come with their instructions and rubber gloves. Let's face it, you guys, humans are humans. We all have our own way of thinking. I don't trust people's cooking. I don't trust fast food. I don't trust people, period. Like I said earlier, this has got the potential to really go crazy. I really hope the states do not follow suit with this anal swabbing, but most definitely do not get on board with a DIY anal swab COVID test. That's not going to end well. What about the drive-through testing centers they have at the pharmacies and down here at my local farmer's market? What are they going to do, hang their ass out the window? This is not a good idea. In my 45 years, I've never been political up until now, and I'm still not political per se. I'm just like waking up to all the corruption. I remember when President Trump came out saying that Fauci said the masks weren't necessary during this pandemic. And because everybody was trying their best to jump on President Trump for every little thing, they were fact-checking his words, trying to prove that he was lying about that. Everybody calling President Trump a liar, including Snopes.com and all these other weak little lying fact-checking places. Finally, Fauci comes out saying, hey, I really don't regret telling you guys not to mask up at the beginning of this pandemic. And of course, after being called a liar over and over and over again by these fact-checking weaklings, nobody offers President Trump any kind of an apology. Heck no, that would be the decent right thing to do. We don't want to do that. Now, right in the middle of the game, they've changed the rules. Now we're not meant to be wearing just one mask. We're told to double up. And if we can, let's go ahead and triple up. I guess folks aren't getting sick enough quick enough off of recycling their filthy breath. So ratty-looking Fauci is now suggesting that we double up these masks. That'll be 70% effective in keeping the COVID at bay. And triple up if you want to be protected by 90%. Why don't they just all tell us to put a bag over our head and make sure it's duct taped at the neck? People with breathing difficulties and lung illnesses feel like they're suffocating enough with one mask. Imagine 2, 3 masks. This is not good. Here's Fauci with his buddies at the ball game. It shows how important it is to be wearing our mask, doubling up, no doubt. Ass swabs and face diapers. They're laughing at us. I can't even fathom as to what's to come. What's going to happen to us next? I'll see you soon and we'll talk fast. Y'all please stay safe and be blessed.